Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome to the Gamertron Show. For those of you who watched my video, where I talked about how video game graphics are not the most important aspect of a game, they are not the most important thing about the game, and people who focus on graphics and care about graphics in video games way too much are being silly. I'd like to reiterate and continue to talk about something I mentioned in that video, and that is the release of the new consoles, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and how they have greatly negatively affected the gaming community. Or maybe it didn't affect the video game community at all, and people in YouTube comments really just thought, hey, 2014, this is the year we've got to bitch about video games. Doesn't matter which video game we bitch about, let's just bitch about every big game that's coming out this year. Titanfall? Fantastic multiplayer game. Nope. Bitch, moan, it's garbage. Dark Souls 2. Fantastic, great fantasy hack and slash RPG. Nope. Oh, it's far inferior to the first Dark Souls. Oh, it's so inferior. Oh god, it's not as hard, but it's cheaply hard in some parts. Oh. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2. Oh, it sucks. Oh, it just sucks. The stealth sections are horrible. They completely ruin the game. Bitch, moan. Watch Dogs. Oh, they downgraded the graphics. Oh, this game is garbage. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Oh, it has an identity crisis. It can't decide whether it's a retro shooter or a next-gen shooter. Oh. Literally every blockbuster AAA game that has come out in the year 2014 so far has been bitched about, moaned, degraded, and insulted. Let me clarify for the fools who constantly repeat this and go out of their way, literally go out of their way to find every YouTube video on these games and complain about them and insult them and degrade them. Let me clarify for these fools, these haters. I don't even know if they're even trolling, being childish. I don't know. I don't know what it is about the year 2014 that so many gamers have to hate video games. But allow me to clarify. Titanfall is a great game. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2 is a great game. Dark Souls 2 is a great game. Watch Dogs is a great game. Wolfenstein: The New Order is a great game. Every AAA release this year, from the big developers and big publishers, all the games released this year, so far, all these AAA, highly anticipated games that have come out this year have each been great, exceptionally entertaining, well-made products. Now, I'm sure we're all wondering this. Why 2014? Why is 2014 the year that every video game release must be torn apart and called a bad game? There was almost none of this in 2013. 2013 was a year where games were constantly praised, where great game after great game came out with few complaints. 2013 was a year where game after game was praised. Yet 2014 seems to be a year where so many people go out of their way to express their unreasonable, biased hatred towards these video games. Let's try and analyze why this has happened. Let's go over the first and most highly likely reason. They're trolls. Most of the people saying these things, saying these comments on YouTube, putting out these videos, are probably trolls. Which is at least what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that all of this hatred is just a bunch of people being trolls. Granted, you're still assholes, going around from YouTube video to YouTube video, creating YouTube videos, spreading this disgusting hatred for the video games that have been released this year, all just to have a laugh and get a reaction from people. Great job, assholes! You're spreading misinformation to people and causing unneeded arguments. Great. I'm sure you're very proud of yourselves. I'm sure spreading all this unneeded misery is exactly what people need. God forbid you actually praise a game and acknowledge the hard work that was put into creating these products. No. Just be silly, stupid, and lie. Because that's all trolls are. They're liars. They just lie to get your reaction. So, I'm hoping that 2014 is just the year of internet trolls for video games, where these trolls have for some reason this year banded together to hate on every game that has come out this year and is going to come out this year. However, that is just my hopeful opinion. I'm hoping, praying, that all these comments or videos are probably just trolls. That's what I'm hoping for. Because the other reasons why this could be happening this year are very disappointing and saddening. Probable reason number 2. A large amount of gamers for some reason this year have become extremely entitled. They've become entitled, greedy, egotistical brats. They think because they watch YouTube videos about gaming, and they've played a lot of video games, they think that they are the almighty opinion. That they know everything there is to know about gaming, and now every game being released in 2014 must be a stellar, amazing, award-winning game like BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, Assassin's Creed 4, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Every game being released this year now must live up to my high standards and must be utterly flawless. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope gamers this year have not become entitled, snobby brats. And now, every game that wasn't Game of the Year material from last year is now, in their opinion, in their silly, ridiculous, entitled, snobby, egotistical opinion, which they believe is the opinion everyone should have, that they are the almighty, always right opinion, that these games are gutter-worthy and utter garbage. To these people I say this. Have you ever tried to make a video game? Do you understand? Do you really know and understand the hard work it takes to create a video game? What's your favorite video game of all time? How would you feel if I called it a piece of shit and said it was garbage? You would feel offended, wouldn't you? It's your favorite game of all time, and you love and appreciate all the hard work the developers went into making the game. So how about this? How about this, you people who are so entitled? You entitled, self-appointed video game critics, as you think you are. Show the same level of respect, appreciation to other video games as you would your favorite video game. Quit being entitled, snobby, and childish, and accept the fact that a lot of hard work was put into making Titanfall, Dark Souls 2, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, Watch Dogs, Wolfenstein, and all other games that are going to be released this year and the years afterwards. Hard work is put into making these products. Show some appreciation and just simple respect. How would you like it if I came to your job, your workplace, and said everything you did was wrong and what you were accomplishing was garbage? How would you like that? Now, probable reason number 3. Now, this one is the one I'm leaning to the most. This is the one I believe that may be the truth of what's happening this year. While I hope that these are all just trolls, and I fear that these are all just entitled gamers, this logically may be the reason why so many gamers are hating video games this year. And that is the release of the new consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Now, going back to my other video, how graphics are not the most important thing in the video game. With the release of new consoles, people's expectations have become unreasonably high. With the release of these new consoles, people have put their expectations to unrealistic levels. Everyone is for some reason expecting, hyping up that every game being released this year is for some reason going to be a revolution of video games forever just because new consoles are out? Everybody expected Titanfall to be a revolutionary multiplayer game, change multiplayer forever. While it didn't revolutionize anything, Titanfall is a great game, a phenomenal multiplayer game that is extremely fun, and the first person versus person PvP multiplayer that I have really gone into. And I usually stick to co-op multiplayer, and Titanfall is the game that's made me thoroughly enjoy person versus person. Was it the COD killer? Actually, yes. Just cause it's not the most popular game on YouTube and didn't sell as many copies, it is the COD killer. Why? Because it has far superior gameplay and actually enjoyable multiplayer. Everyone expected Dark Souls 2 to be the masterpiece the first game was. They expected it to overshadow the first game, to become even more of a masterpiece. And for some reason, fans of the first Dark Souls are tearing Dark Souls 2 a new one in the most ridiculous ways. Their claims, arguments, and nitpicks, they try to make them so intelligent and make it seem like Dark Souls 2 is so much of a lesser game and a crappy game, even though it does a lot of the same things from the first Dark Souls, does them just as well. Dark Souls 2 did nothing incredibly drastic from the first game that makes it a lesser game. Dark Souls 2 is a phenomenal game, just like the first one. Watch Dogs, my oh my. Again, just like with the other games I have mentioned, everybody was expecting this game to be a revolution, to revolutionize open world games and sandbox games and blah blah blah. Get your head out of your arse, people. Are the graphics the same as what was shown as the E3 2012 demo? No. Are they still solid? Are they still good looking? Yes. It's a downgrade, sure, but it's not a massive downgrade. It's not Aliens Colonial Marines, for God's sakes. Also, the E3 2012 demo was, in 2012, 2 years ago. So, in another 2 years of development, changes are going to happen. That's obvious in video game development. Changes need to be made. I'm sure Ubisoft had their reasons, and I can assure you they were not diabolical ones to steal from you or hurt you in some way. Watch Dogs is not a revolutionary game. Titanfall is not a revolutionary game. Dark Souls 2 is not a revolutionary game. BioShock Infinite was not a revolutionary game. The Last of Us was not a revolutionary game. Hell, Shadow of the Colossus was not a revolutionary game. Stop expecting so much from your games. Stop expecting them to change the world or gaming as itself with each release. The release of new consoles does not mean graphics are all of a sudden going to become the most realistic thing ever. They're not going to simulate real life all of a sudden. The release of new consoles does not mean your expectations should go through the roof and expect games to have the most fun, immersive gameplay ever. The release of new video game consoles is no excuse, no reason to set your expectations for unrealistic heights and expect games to change overnight. All the AAA blockbuster games that have been released this year have been great, very entertaining experiences and solid, well-made products that are not worth the hatred and negative feedback that so many of the gaming community and the YouTube community have been showing it. Video games are awesome. They are an experience unlike anything else in the world. How about we start acting the way we did in 2013? How about we start showing that community, that energy, that excitement, that entertainment, the happiness and thrills that we experienced last year? Why treat 2014 in such a harsh, unrealistic, hateful manner? Video games are not just for kids anymore. Just because you play them doesn't mean you have to act like one. We're adults, let's act like adults, and let's not try to act like something we're not just because we're on the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section below of what you thought of this video and the topic I was talking about. Please like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more of my content and to show me support. I'll see you guys later. So later.